Well, if you've noticed that some of your favorite retailers are still not opening until their usual longer pre-COVID hours, even though all the curfews have been lifted, well, the chairman of the Barbados Private Sector Association says there's actually a very good reason. According to Edward Clark, the level of business is still not what it used to be for many companies. He made the comment during an interview with the Business Report.
Some companies, many companies have not reopened their pre-COVID hours, but it is due to the level of business activity, and everybody is trying to control the operating costs at this time, but still provide a level of service that people can adjust and operate within. But there's no doubt that many organizations, many retail outlets, etc., have not opened to their normal full operating hours of the past. But that is understandable. The business level is certainly not there. The spendable income is certainly not there. And these businesses are trying to maintain operations at this time and trying to keep as many people as they can employed, but they have to control their costs, and that's a cost control mechanism at this time.
He adds it's also the reason why some companies have had to lay off staff, even though some members of the public may believe the companies have been profiting from what appears to be more sales.
You know, I think there's a misperception and I think that people misunderstand about businesses in general, because people believe that businesses are making a lot of money, and I don't think many people understand the cost of doing business in Barbados is very high, and you need volume a lot to ensure that you remain a profitable enterprise in Barbados. Once that volume drops, so if you're a fixed overhead and those fixed costs, basically knock all the profits out of the business. So at this time, you have to try and do what you can to stay in business and keep your head above water. And that is why businesses have had to take this sort of step. It is not that they want to. Everybody would love to see a lot more business, and they can open another 2 or 3 hours a day and a lot more revenue coming in. But that's not the reality. I think you only have to drive around on evenings and you'll see what I mean. On the weekends, you'll see what I mean. You know, the activity is not yet there.
French spirits group Maison Ferrand is to rename its plantation rum because of the branding's hurtful connotations. The company said the name change is in support of racial equality and comes amid a global dialogue on the subject. The new name will be announced at a later date. A plantation rum's master blender, Alexandre Gabriel, said they understand the hurtful connotation the word plantation can evoke to some people, especially in its association with much graver images and dark realities of the past. Stephanie Simbo, Plantation Rum's global brand manager, added they want to be on the side of actions and solutions. The move comes after a number of food companies announced they would rename some of their products in response to Black Lives Matter protests. In 2017, Maison Ferrand bought the West Indies rum distillery in Barbados to support production for plantation rum. Well, let's take a look now at how stocks traded on selected exchanges across the region.
First up in Jamaica, Trans-Jamaican Highway Limited was the volume leader with 5,952,563 units at $1.40 each, and they were followed by Wigton Wind Farm Limited ordinary shares and Pulse Investments Limited. In Trinidad and Tobago, the West Indian Tobacco Company Limited was the volume leader with 32,512 shares changing hands for a value of $1,108,053.75, and they were followed by JMMB Group Limited and NCB Financial Group Limited. And in Barbados, there was no trading on the regular market.